ஏமா முன்னாடியே வரல அப்படின்னா நாங்கள் முன்னாடியே வந்தால் நீங்கள் ஏதாவது டெஸ்ட்டை பண்ணி ஏதாவது பயமாக இருக்குது. பேஷண்ட்ஸ் வந்தாங்கன்னா நாங்கள் பிசிஓ டயக்னோஸ் பண்ணுவோம். இப்போ அவங்களே டயக்னோஸ் பண்ணிட்டு they walk in, doctor I have PCO, what shall I do?
What is that one thing that எல்லாருக்குமே பண்ண முடியுற ஒரு சின்ன விஷயம்?
One thing, as I told you, is a lifestyle. If it is an irregular periods, or if they get periods once in 2 months or 3 months, they'll be happy. Many a times that we do see, they postpone pregnancies initially, and then later on when they want to happen like a click of a button. That will not happen.
HPV vaccine is a must for everybody.
HPV is the virus that is responsible for almost 99% of cancers. Just 2 hours prior to your sleep, it is better not to use any gadget.
Okay.
It will never compensate a 12-hour day sleep to a cervical cancer, the number 1 cancer amongst Indian women. Whereas now it's a breast cancer that is number 1 cancer. If the mother has got as breast cancer, that daughter has become automatically do whatever you've been doing so far, nothing will have a negative impact on the pregnancy. The same way while breastfeeding,
%60 of Indian women delay meeting with a doctor till the issue interferes with their day-to-day life. அதுக்கு என்ன அர்த்தம் அப்படின்னா 60% of usல அந்த ஒரு nervousness, அந்த ஒரு பதட்டம், அந்த ஒரு பயம் எப்பவுமே நம்ம மனசுல இருக்கும். So how do we combat that situation? அப்படி நீங்க பார்த்தீங்கன்னா it is with the equipment of knowledge. Of course, the knowledge comes from all around us, but when it comes from a trusted expert, that is where we need to bank on. So அப்படிப்பட்ட ஒரு platform, JFW Health Podcast. And of course, today driving that very conversation, we have Dr. Nivedita Bharti from our very own Apollo Healthcare Institutions, Senior Consultant Obstetrician and Gynecologist, with all the answers because ma'am, எங்களுக்கு பல கேள்விகள் இருக்கு. I have to start off by welcoming you. Thank you so much for taking the time.
hi, thank you.
நம்ம மனசுல ஏன் இவ்வளவு பயம் அப்படின்னு if anybody asks you, what is the answer?
ஏன் பயம்னா பாதி பேருக்கு எது கரெக்ட்னு தெரியல. That is one. And many of the patients when they come to us, when we ask ஏமா முன்னாடியே வரல அப்படின்னா நாங்கள் முன்னாடியே வந்தால் நீங்கள் ஏதாவது டெஸ்ட்டை பண்ணி ஏதாவது ஒன்று சொல்லிடுவீங்களோன்னு பயமாக இருக்குது அப்படின்ட்டு. ஸோ பயப்படுறது இஸ் நாட், ஐ வுட் சே இட் இஸ் நாட் ராங், பட் அட் த சேம் டைம் பயம் இருந்ததுன்னா லாஜிக்கலாக பார்க்க போனோம்னா யூ ஹேவ் டு கெட் த கரெக்ட் டெஸ்ட் டன், யூ ஹேவ் டு see the correct person and get it solved.
Correct.
That is better than not asking for help.
Sitting in the dark and waiting. அந்த ஹெல்ப் எப்போ வருதோ. ஆக்சுவலி எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச பல பேர் வந்து ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு டெஸ்ட் பண்ண சொன்னாங்க, டெஸ்ட் நெகட்டிவா வந்துச்சுன்னா ஐயோ நெகட்டிவ், வாட் அ வேஸ்ட் ஆஃப் அ டெஸ்ட் அப்படின்லாம் பல பேர் நினைப்பாங்க. ஸோ லெட்ஸ் கோ ரைட் டு த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின் விச் இஸ் in 2025, what do you think is that main bunch of issues that is on our mind, or you know நீங்க மீட் பண்ற நிறைய பேஷண்ட்ஸ்ல வந்து what is that main issue that people are facing?
See, basically, we do patients right from teenagers up till old menopausal women. So the problems vary with the age group. So if you take a teenager, the most common problem they face is irregular periods. And nowadays in this age and time, and you know, PCO is the major issue.
எல்லாருக்குமே இருக்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு சிச்சுவேஷன்.
ஸோ முன்னாடிலாம் வந்து பேஷண்ட்ஸ் வந்தாங்கன்னா நாங்கள் பிசிஓ டயக்னோஸ் பண்ணுவோம். இப்போ அவங்களே டயக்னோஸ் பண்ணிட்டு they walk in, doctor I have PCO, what shall I do? That is how they face. This is for example in teenagers. Teenagersக்கு main thing PCO இருந்தாலும் the main problem with which they come to us is irregular periods, then weight gain, and then cosmetic issues, of course, like excessive pimples, what we call acne, or excessive hair growth in the places where we don't want. Correct. Like in the face, upper lip, chin and all, and hair fall, scalp hair fall. இதெல்லாம் தான் ரொம்ப common problems for which the teenagers at that age group to come with. But usually the cosmetic issues then teenagers by themselves they come to us. Whereas if it is an irregular periods, or if they get periods once in 2 months or 3 months, they'll be happy. Only the mothers will bring them, and the mothers are the patients there. We have to counsel them more not to worry about it to a major extent. Okay. And next comes the reproductive age. Reproductive age usually again the same thing, the periods irregularity, and sometimes and many a times that we do see they postpone pregnancies initially, and then later on when they want to happen
as soon as
like a click of a button, that will not happen. And later on, little further down, then we have a lot of menstrual issues. Those things start only at that age, like heavy menstrual bleeding, fibroids, endometriosis. All these things are problems of reproductive age group.
Okay.
And post which is the menopause. Menopause usually, as you ask, no, many people, most of the symptoms like vasomotor symptoms and so on, like night sweats, hot flashes, mood swings, and urogenital problems. That is a usually neglected symptom by the patients because they accept that as part of aging. They don't know, most of the majority of the women who do suffer from these vaginal symptoms, they think as part of the aging and they don't seek help with the doctor, which can have a negative impact on their quality of life. And what I have to tell is, we have excellent remedies for all that, which can improve their quality of life. And post-menopause, obviously, the same problems. Mostly at that age group, the medical problems crop in, like diabetes, hypertension, all these things, plus gynec issues like postmenopausal bleeding, all these things come up. So across the ages, women do have problems specific to their age group. And many a times what I feel is the lack of knowledge. I wouldn't say ignorance, the lack of knowledge is what is preventing them. They have to know what they have is the problem first, for which they need to know what is normal. For example, for a normal menstrual cycle, many people think, what do they think? Having periods every 28 days. So if you randomly pick up 100 women and ask them how many of them do have periods every 28 days, hardly anybody. So it is always a range. So that is what I'm saying. You should know what is normal. Then only when things go wrong, you can appreciate it and ask for a medical help at the correct time to get the correct treatment.
Without getting the delay. So do you think this comes from a place where namla prioritize pannala illana we are so busy doing a lot of other things that in the detail, like you said, something as simple as, you know, what is normal when it comes to period, adu kuda a large number of us don't know. So a little bit of information, a little bit of prioritizing ourselves, other change.
Yeah, prioritization, of course. Women keep their health in the back seat. But of course, they have to take care of themselves because nowadays women are multitasking. They have to take care of their health. Health is the priority. Beyond which you have to, of course, many couple, they do come to us saying that we don't want the pregnancy now because we want to settle down. So that is their priority at that point of time. Of course, everybody needs to settle down in their family. The term settling down, I don't know the definition
yet. Exact, the black and white nammalaala solla mudiyadhu.
Right. Because if you want to, I mean, for example, I'm saying if you want to earn $1 million of, rupees, once you reach million, will you stop working or will you stop doing whatever you're doing?
Definitely not.
So you have to work more harder to maintain that, right? So it is never. So of course, you have to settle down. But at that point of time, you have to prioritize. If already you are like in the late 30s and things, and it is not a good choice unless there is a very compelling reason to do so, to postpone the pregnancy like that. So again, the priorities, you have to prioritize in the right way.
In the right way. Which also brings me to my next question, because nama priorities in solva day-to-day life la vandu, the way that we live our life can alter how the rest of our lives look. Abdina, we've heard a lot of doctors say on our platform itself. So what are those lifestyle habits or lifestyle and the chinna vishayangal that we are probably not paying attention to, that can alter how our reproductive journey or menopausal journey?
So the lifestyle changes or the lifestyle factors are one of the most important factors that everybody has to correct or follow the correct lifestyle, so that 50% to 75% of the problem will be solved with there itself. So when we talk about lifestyle, particularly when it comes to women's health, for that matter, for everybody's health. So proper sleep, proper diet, proper fluids, and the gadget used just before going to sleep. There is something called sleep hygiene.
Okay.
So what they say is 2 hours prior to your going to bed, it is better for you not to use the gadgets. Especially the teenagers, and nowadays all the youngsters use these fast reels and all, no? That keeps
doom
your
scrolling.
That keeps your mind like really active. So you have to really slow down. Just 2 hours prior to your sleep, it is better not to use any gadget.
Okay.
Then only you will have a sound sleep. That is very, very important. And the sleep at night is more important. It will never compensate a 12-hour day sleep to a good nighttime sleep.
Sleep.
Because all our hormones, everything works what we have called a circadian rhythm.
Okay.
So something works in the night, something works in the day. It is always better that way.
Super. So when it comes to lifestyle, diet, exercise, sleep and stress, இந்த நாளோட ஒரு ஓவர்வியூ நீங்க கொடுத்துட்டீங்க. ஸோ அமாங்ஸ் தீஸ் விச் ஆர் தோஸ் பார்ட்ஸ் தட் கிவ் அஸ் தட் இன்விசிபிள் டேமேஜ்? அதாவது லாட் ஆஃப் டயட்ரி சாய்ஸஸ் இல்லைனா நம்மளோட ஸ்லீப் பேட்டர்ன்ஸ் வந்து நம்மளுக்கு டேமேஜ் கிரியேட் பண்ணுதுன்னு ஐ திங்க் லாட் ஆஃப் அஸ் ஆர் அவேர் பை நவ். பட் தெர் ஆர் சம் டேமேஜ் தட் வி டோன்ட் see now that might affect us later. இந்த நாள்ல ஏதாச்சும் அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு
சைலண்ட் ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் தான். Stress and the proper lifestyle, in the sense proper routine. Healthy routine is something, because everybody thinks sleeping in the daytime is equivalent to sleeping in the night.
In the night.
I'm eating correctly, only the time is different. No, it is not. So everything has got a little value. Simple thing like hydration, taking water adequately, that is a very simple thing. If you don't do that, and you'll end up with urinary infection, unnecessary things, and urinary infection will have a negative impact on your quality of life, and you may have to take on antibiotics, medication, and things, all that.
Okay, so basically as much as possible learn to deal with the stress part of our life. So nammaloda daily life la what is that one thing, one change that we can make that can make our life a lot easier? நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி the quality of life can be improved. அப்படின்னா நீங்க hydration ஒரு பாயிண்ட் சொன்னீங்க, sleep சொன்னீங்க. What is that one thing that எல்லாருக்குமே பண்ண முடியுற ஒரு சின்ன விஷயம்?
One thing, as I told you, is a lifestyle.
அது ஒரு பெரிய
so it's everything has to be taken care of. That's what I'm saying, trying to say. So everything has to be taken care of. Not that, see, if you're stressed out, you obviously you won't sleep well, you won't eat properly,
correct,
you won't drink enough. Right?
Correct.
So that affects everything. So it's a vicious cycle, one leading on to another.
To the other. Okay, so
overall,
get your routine sorted. And
there will be times whether you will be really stressed. Definitely, that should not be a long-term thing to affect everything back.
And a short period, if it is affecting us, learn to deal with it and work out of it. In fact, when it comes to taking care of our body on a day-to-day pointer, நிறைய விஷயங்கள் வந்து I think when we grow up we don't do enough of, but you can give us your expert opinion, which is multivitamin, இல்லைனா நம்மளோட supplementation, இல்லைனா நம்மளோட vaccination. இந்த மாதிரி விஷயங்கள் வந்து நம்ம சின்னதா இருக்கும்போது ஒரு ரிப்போர்ட் கார்டு மாதிரி we have a list and we say yes done. அது வளரும்போது it's either that we don't pay attention or we don't know what is the need for it, or is there a need for it in your 20s and 30s?
Yeah, good question, because many people know when they come to us, when they feel tired, when they feel not up to it, do certain things, they say, doctor, எனக்கு ஒரு B complex எழுதி கொடுங்க, எனக்கு ஒரு vitamin எழுதி கொடுங்க. They'll request. When we say there is nothing wrong because all your blood tests have come back normal. All your scans also, whatever is required, whatever the investigations we have done have come back normal. There's no need for any medication, just the same advice that we do give. Drink a lot of water, sleep well, eat well, balanced diet, all these things. In spite of all that, after hearing all that, doctor எனக்கு ஒரு multivitamin எழுதி கொடுங்க அப்படின்றாங்க. See, what I am trying to stress is, I am not a person who will write multivitamin or these energy drinks just like that. Because it is always better for all these things to come from the natural source.
Okay.
That is always better. Food, hydration, sunlight exposure, all these things matter. So everything gives you the adequate minerals and vitamins. Unless a person is sick or severely malnourished, deficiency has been proved by the blood test, then yes, of course, that particular vitamin or a mineral has to be supplemented. Just like that, you are feeling tired, don't take anything, provided if you follow your lifestyle, you won't need that. If I give you a medicine, you take that medicine thinking that that will take care of everything, and you don't follow your lifestyle. That is not correct.
Right.
So that is very, very important. And next question you asked about the vaccination. Of course, childhood vaccination is being followed in the majority of the population.
12 years varaikkum it is to the T.
Yeah, that is fine. And nowadays seasonal vaccines are there, like a flu shot. So because why we do give seasonal flu shot is this flu virus is notorious to change its strains. So what we have a strain this year will not be the strain next year.
Okay.
So that is the reason why we need to take the vaccine every year. And when you say vaccination, again, nowadays we are talking more about the HPV vaccine.
Right.
So that is one cancer that we have a vaccine against.
Hmm.
That vaccination has to be given between ideal age to take the vaccine is between 10 and 15 years of age
Okay.
for all the girls.
Girls, okay.
So because we know HPV is the virus that is responsible for almost 99% of cancers. So if you have the vaccine against that virus, in the due course, when you keep vaccinating the girls' generation, then in a few generations from now, we'll be able to
eradicate ஆயிடும்.
eradicate iron. So WHO has set a goal.
Right.
By 2030, we should be able to bring down the cases to 4 per 1 lakh women. 4 cases of cervical cancer
Out of
in 1 lakh
1
women.
lakh women.
அது எப்படி நம்ம அச்சீவ் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா 90% of the girls in that age group, what I said, 10 to 15 years have to be vaccinated. 70% of the women from the 30 to 65 should be screened. And then 90% of the women with the disease, that is cervical cancer, have to get appropriate treatment. இதெல்லாம் பண்ணினோம்னா by 2030 we can achieve that. Another important thing is the cervical cancer மட்டும் நம்ம eliminate பண்ணக்கூடாது. We have to eliminate the HPV viral infection itself. அப்படி நம்ம aim பண்ணோம்னா we have to vaccinate both boys and girls.
Just to kind of reiterate, doctor, நீங்க சொன்னீங்க the 11 to 15 age group is the ideal age, 10 to 15 age group. ஆனா நம்ம வந்து say you've missed that, for instance நம்ம வந்து வேற என்ன 30s வேற என்ன 40s, அந்த window of opportunity அந்த ஏரியா அந்த ஏஜ்ல வரலாமா?
These vaccines are effective till the age of 45 years. So ideal is between 10 to 15.
10 to 15.
The இன்னொரு advantage என்ன 10 to 15 yearsல ஏன் போடுறோம்? Because the girls, they are not exposed to the sexual activity. And because sexual activity is one thing that makes the HPV virus transmit between men and women.
Okay.
So before they become exposed to the virus, if you give the vaccine, it is very effective. And younger age la vandu vaccine kodutha, your immune response will be good. Because your immunity, body or the own immunity vandu will be the best in the childhood age. That's why we give all the vaccines in the childhood
in the
age.
youth itself.
Youth itself. So those 2 reasons. And 15 years க்கு முன்னாடி கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா 2 doses போதும்.
Okay.
15 years க்கு மேல கொடுக்கும்போது 3 doses கொடுக்கணும்.
Okay.
That is ideal. And it is effective till the age of 45. So 30 yearsல இப்ப இருக்கிறவங்க if they want to take the vaccine, yes, they can take the vaccine. They have to take 3 doses and the 3 doses வந்து effective complete பண்ணிரணும். மறந்துடக்கூடாது. That happens. Because if it is 0, that is the first dose, second dose 2 months க்கு அப்புறம், third dose 6 months க்கு அப்புறம். அந்த 6 month dose நிறைய பேர் invariably மறந்துடுவாங்க. That should not be done. If you are able to finish the 3 doses,
the cycle fully
correct பண்ணா and the 3 doses எடுக்கிற வரைக்கும், if they are in the reproductive age group, it is better for them to avoid a pregnancy. ஏன்னா பிரெக்னன்சில கொடுக்க மாட்டோம், then there will be a break.
ஒரு block. Okay.
break இருக்கும். அதனால ஒன்றும் தப்பு இல்லை, அதுக்காக pregnant ஆயிட்டா that is priority, then we'll take this later on. அது மாதிரி. Another one is, நான் சொன்னேன் HPV virus வந்து 200 types இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு. But this vaccine is only against 9 strains.
Oh, 9, okay.
4 is quadrivalent, 9 is the latest, which is called the nonovalent. Okay. That is against 9 strains. So 9 strains க்கு தான் நம்ம vaccine கொடுக்குறோம். So what happened to the rest?
To the rest.
So there are 15 high risk types.
Okay.
So what happens is, even if you have taken the vaccine, once you cross 30 years of age, you have to get the pap smear test done. That is the screening test done.
Done. So when it comes to a woman's life, நீங்க சொன்னீங்க the pap smear is an absolute must. அந்த மாதிரி வேற ஏதாச்சும் டெஸ்ட் இருக்கா that we need to make sure that we keep up with? For instance, நம்மளோட 30sல இந்த டெஸ்ட் நம்ம கண்டிப்பா பண்ணணும். Blood pressure நிறைய பேர் I think we do it routinely. ஆனா from the gynecology angle, are there any tests that we need?
இப்ப நான் cervical cancer சொன்னேன், அதே மாதிரி நெக்ஸ்ட் விமனுக்கு வர கேன்சர்னு பார்த்தா breast cancer. So முன்னாடிலாம் இந்தியால வந்துட்டு cervical cancer தான் number 1 cancer amongst Indian women. Whereas now it's a breast cancer that is number 1 cancer. Okay. So breast cancer screening again. Breast cancer screening எப்போ ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னா, everything depends on a individual's background history. Background history na, it's not like everybody is like having a risk, because being women with a breast, yes, they are prone to it. Beyond which you have to take their history. There are certain risk factors for breast cancer, like late first child, not having child at all, not breastfed the children at all, or most important is the positive family history. If the mother has got a breast cancer, that daughter has become automatically the high risk patient for breast cancer.
Okay.
So in the risk factors லாம் வச்சுட்டு what we call it as risk stratification னு சொல்லுவோம். அப்படின்னா whether you fall in the low risk group or high risk group. அப்படி நம்ம stratify பண்ணிக்கணும். And there are certain cancers that are called genetic cancers. Genetic cancers எப்படின்னா comes from a single gene from the mother to the child. அது வந்து ரொம்ப கம்மி தான், 5 to 10% தான். But still அது இருக்கான்றத நம்ம background history, that is number 1.
Okay.
Number 2 is from 30 years of age, they have to get a clinical breast examination done. That is called CBE in சொல்லுவோம். That is by the doctor. And before that itself, starting from their 20s, they have to have what we call a self-breast examination. So self-breast examination is nothing but being breast aware அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். Because you need to know what is normal for you. As I told you earlier, you have to know what is your normal. Then only when it becomes abnormal, you can appreciate.
நம்மளோட ரேடார் கொஞ்சம் ரெட் ஆகும்.
ஆமா, அப்பதான் வந்து நீங்க டாக்டர்ட்ட ஒழுங்கா வந்து கேட்பீங்க.
கரெக்ட்.
ஸோ அதனால 20 இயர்ஸ்ல இருந்தே you have to know how to do a self breast examination. So what is the time to do? Ideal time to do that is after the periods.
Okay.
ஏன்னா பீரியட்ஸ்க்கு முன்னாடி நிறைய பேருக்கு பிரஸ்ட்ல பெயின் இருக்கும், ஹெவினஸ் இருக்கும், சோரா
Soreness
இருக்கும். அதனால they don't do it properly. So soon after you finish your periods, you have to do the self breast examination. Starting from the age of 30, clinical breast examination, because our fingers are little more sensitive than yours. So day in and day out we are doing this, so we can pick up something which is missed by you. So that is why clinical breast examination.
Okay.
At the age of 40, you have to start doing mammograms. Mammograms are nothing but special x-rays. And another thing is, when we say mammogram, the immediate response ரொம்ப painful-ஆ இருக்கும் doctor. Yes, of course it's uncomfortable, but it is not a painful procedure, but it is worth going through it because the assurance that it gives you that there is nothing wrong is worth. ஸோ அதுக்குமே ஐடியல் டைமில் பண்ணால் அந்த பெயின் டிஸ்கம்ஃபர்ட்டும் கம்மியாக இருக்கும். நான் சொல்கிற மாதிரி the same concept தான், soon after the periods. Don't do it before the periods because already the breast is sore and heavy, and on top of it, if you get it done at that point of time, definitely it will be more painful.
Extra painful இருக்கும். So when we step out of இந்த ஒரு vaccination test அந்த இதை தாண்டி வரும்போது the next part of any woman's life is the menopause. நீங்க சொன்னீங்க there was a time when menopause was என்ன சொல்றது, ஒரு top secret information மாதிரி, nobody liked to speak about it, nobody understood it fully. But now people in their early 30s or early 40s, they're very open to understanding the signs of menopause. Perimenopausal அப்படின்ற வார்த்தைகள் வந்து நாங்க ரொம்ப ஃப்ரீயா யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். So has that understanding made our life easier or difficult?
Definitely, because understanding correct information is more, definitely will help you to identify where something goes wrong with you and seek medical help at the right time. Because menopause, as you so know, when the ovarian function comes down, that starts from mid 40s and it goes through, because perimenopausal is a period of time. Menopause is just when your period stops. That is one point. Okay. Whereas perimenopause is few years before your menopause, when the ovarian function and the estrogen levels decline in your body, there will be certain changes that will happen. So usually common என்ன வரும்னா vasomotor symptoms னு சொல்லுவோம். Vasomotor symptoms என்னன்னா suddenly when everybody is sitting in the AC room comfortably, you will start sweating. And the same thing happens in the night sweats னு சொல்லுவோம். Hot flashes. That is really like something goes through you மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஸோ இதெல்லாமே வந்துட்டு vasomotor symptoms. Everybody goes through that, but only the degree varies. And the understanding and the ways how you cope up with it differs. Usually வந்துட்டு most of the time, the proper understanding that it is nothing wrong. It is just a natural process that you are going through. That understanding is most important. That is 50% of the treatment. Beyond which, certain supporting measures, like if somebody has the habit of drinking a lot of coffee, tea, that will make it worse. And our weather, the summer will make it worse. So you have to wear comfortable cotton clothes, not very tight, easily breathable clothes that you have to use, and adequate fluids. And these things will help you in a big way. அதையும் தாண்டி if it affects, because what happens if the same thing happens during the night, your sleep will get disturbed. If your sleep gets disturbed, the next day morning,
நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி the stress is at an all time high அப்பனா.
அப்போ வந்து and somebody will be in the meeting, sudden in the middle of the meeting they'll be just pouring out sweats and they won't be able to concentrate, they'll become very embarrassed and something like that. So if it starts affecting their quality of life, then of course they have to seek medical help. There are options available starting from non-hormonal and these lifestyle changes, no, like cutting down on the coffee, tea, stop smoking, alcohol content, all these things will help. Main thing is the coffee and tea.
And are there any changes that we need to make to our life? அதாவது when we meet a doctor, they give us the right guidance that we need. But sometimes அந்த ஒரு changes can be made from our end itself. Like you said, maybe just adding a little more fluid இருக்கலாம்.
Yeah, fluid.
So
yeah,
what
that
are those
is what
changes?
the most important thing is. In addition to those things, the mood changes also do come. So the most important is not only the patient, the family members also have to understand. Many a times varuvanga couples, the husbands will be complaining about this more because they will be at the receiving end of
receive
everything.
பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க இந்த ட்ரீட்மென்ட்.
அதனால அதே மாதிரி the children also have to understand. So the physical work, everything, they have to give her a hand to cope up better. So that goes a long way. Mostly the understanding not only by the patient but also by the people around.
Friends and family or people who are living around. So when we talk about menopause, the main thing that I think that I hear a lot is exercise. அதாவது don't really, give in to that. Okay, நம்ம வந்து we're in a time where we need to take care of our bodies and the best way to do it is to stay as active as possible.
Yes.
So நிறைய பேர் வந்து for a long time of our lives we haven't been very active. So அந்த part of our life is it necessary to make that change?
Definitely, because menopause is one state where, as I told you, is the estrogen levels in the blood keeps falling. So that what makes that is the bones become very brittle. That is why we land up with osteoporosis and osteopenia and things like that. For us Indian women, no, the peak bone mass itself is comparatively lesser when compared to our Western counterparts. So what happens is, if the estrogen levels comes down, the bones lose more calcium than it used to do at the younger age. So because of that, the weight bearing exercise is something that we need to strengthen our bones.
Okay.
And it is not only calcium. We have to have adequate vitamin D in our diet, because for calcium absorption, vitamin D is most important. If you don't have adequate vitamin D and you pump in just calcium, nothing will happen, because most of it won't get absorbed. Then we run a risk of having kidney stones and things like that. So maintaining proper weight for the height, that is the BMI, adequate physical activity, appropriate or adequate vitamin D and calcium, and smoking we should stop. Alcohol also should be stopped, and other drugs should be, those all have a negative effect on the bone. And most important is, when we say physical activity, it's the weight bearing activity.
Like
swimming is a good exercise.
Okay.
Because where there your weight is not, you're not feeling your weight. So that is not a weight bearing activity. Whereas running, walking and things, this is a weight bearing activity. Okay. That is more important for the bones. So all these things, and definitely women have to improve the core muscle tone, because during pregnancy and childbirth, because of the hormones, the muscles become very lax, the joints become very loose. All these things have to be toned up.
Re-engaged.
Yeah. So because most of the time following the delivery and pregnancy, people won't do it. But at least at this point of time, they have to take care of that.
So basically, from what you're saying, doctor, menopause இருக்கட்டும், whether it is our reproductive period, whether it's our puberty stage, there are a lot of changes. ஆனா அந்த changes பார்த்து நம்ம பயப்பட தேவையில்லை. We just need to align our life a little bit to accommodate it. Superb. It's been a fantastic conversation, but before we let you go, there are a few myths when it comes to the world of gynecology, and நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி the true or false elementல வந்து large portion of us have no clue. ஸோ இந்த ஒரு மித்ஸ் நான் உங்ககிட்ட ஷேர் பண்றேன். ப்ளீஸ் த்ரோ சம் லைட் ஆன் இட் அண்ட் டெல் அஸ் இது வந்து ஒரு ஃபேக்டா இல்லைனா எங்க மனசுலயே இருக்கிற ஒரு மித்தலாஜிக்கல் ஸ்டோரியா அப்படின்னு. ஃபார் இன்ஸ்டன்ஸ் நம்மளோட பீரியட் ரெகுலரா இருந்தா our hormones are perfectly balanced, ஒண்ணுமே பயப்பட தேவையில்லை. Is that true?
Yes, but again, as I told you, it's a range.
So keep
It's
an eye
never
out for that.
28 days. So it has to be a range between 21 and 35 days.
And 35. Okay. And ஒவ்வொருத்தருக்கும் அவங்களோட normal
Yeah.
can
See,
be
if somebody has got a period always at 28 days, it is her normal. Somebody who's always got 35 days, it's her normal. If there is a change in that, if somebody has been getting it 35, now suddenly getting it 15 days or 45 days, any change is
then ஒரு question mark, meet a
then,
gynec.
yes.
When it comes to calcium supplements, it can prevent osteoporosis. அப்படின்றது ஒரு fact or?
So as I told you, calcium without vitamin D is not useful at all. You have to make sure your vitamin D levels are correct and then take adequate calcium. If you are taking adequate calcium in your diet, for example, in pregnancy, we recommend 1 gram of calcium per day. If it is there in your diet, if you have adequate vitamin D, no need to supplement.
Okay.
The same way, for different age groups, the daily requirement of calcium is there. If it is adequately met with the diet, no need to supplement.
No.
Supplementation should not be done blindly.
Only under the doctor's guidance.
Yeah.
When you don't have any symptoms, நீங்க டாக்டரை பார்க்கவே தேவையில்லை. கரெக்டா இல்ல?
Not 100%. Because as you know, because most of the diseases are silent in the beginning. As you say, for example, cervical cancer சொல்றேன் இல்லையா, cervical cancer வந்து many a times we don't get any symptom, but the pap smear can show some changes. So that is the reason, because whenever when people walk in, we'll ask whether have you ever had a pap smear done. They will say no. Then better to do it now if you have not done one so far. The immediate question they'll ask is, எனக்கு தான் ஒண்ணுமே இல்லையே நான் எதுக்கு பண்ணணும்?
Correct.
Because a certain percentage of people don't have any significant symptoms. They may be symptom, but they may be thinking that as normal.
அது ஒரு நார்மல் என்னோட டே டு டே லைஃப் அப்படின்னு நினைப்பேன். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின், when it comes to postpartum weight gain, அது வந்து diet and exercise is going to help us through it and nothing else.
Yeah, postpartum weight gain. So the same way gestational weight gain meaning weight gain during pregnancy.
During the pregnancy.
Both have to be taken care of, meaning in the sense average weight women should put on only 10 to 12 kilos during pregnancy. But nowadays we are seeing easily 20 to 25 kilos weight gain during pregnancy. That is because of the myth that
Eating
women
for two.
have to eat for 2 people.
Ah.
And every 2 hours, juice. And they won't even get down of their bed, and no physical activity. As I told you, if the pregnancy is healthy, you can do whatever you've been doing so far. Nothing will have a negative impact on the pregnancy. The same way while breastfeeding, they have to eat a lot, they have to drink a lot of milk for the milk to come. No, only the baby suckling is the most important thing that you have to take care of, not your diet. Only you will put on weight. Whatever the baby can take, only will take.
So we must remember all of that. You're only eating for one person.
Yeah.
And finally, the HPV vaccine is a must for everybody.
Yes.
So fact.
Sure.
Make sure that we
100%.
add it to our list. In the
Yes.
age group arnalum.
Up to 45.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, doctor, for answering all of our questions. Adhe nerathla for adding those valuable bits of information, because there are many times in our life where we assume that okay, period pain illana and or discomfort is just a part of our life, but a reminder that an expert can guide you better abindradhukku. Thank you so much, doctor.
Thank you.